There is a path to immense joy and happiness that is opening up for you, and it is coming through you unbinding yourself from the judgments of miserable people. This Mercury retrograde has been very challenging in that it's been bringing up a lot of old themes or situations that would have really thrown you in the past. So you may feel like you're encountering a lot of unfavorable circumstances that an older version of you would have like crumbled having faced, and it's just like rolling off of you this time, and it's like it's almost like you're looking around like, why is this happening? But it's not throwing you off center or off your game in any kind of way, and it's because you're creating this new pathway. This is showing you everything that once threw you doesn't affect you anymore as you step into this new realm, this new reality, this new version of you that you've cultivated. But again, with this Mercury retrograde, you may notice either people from your past or energy, or that same energy in new faces sort of entering your life and testing you a little bit. And it's like you're being circled back to, it's like a full circle moment. Interesting with this shapeshifter. So you are like changing form, you're becoming new. But this is to show you and unbind you from whatever this deep-seated thing is for this collective. Particularly, this is something that was sort of forged throughout childhood, that kind of thing. And part of this unbinding has come from you facing down things that you never once thought existed. So interesting. Wow, this is huge. So this is like a very significant victory for you. Okay, so this ties into the channel. Things that you have been holding on to tightly that you have wanted to release. This needing to prove yourself to miserable people. So you could have had caregivers or authority figures in your life from a young age that have shaped you to think that you needed to prove yourself or prove that you're different or that kind of thing. It's basically prove yourself to people that don't want to see you anyway. So you could have been around a lot of people that were choosing not to see you in your light, in whatever, that you sort of thought was an inevitability, that this is just how I have to navigate the world. I just have to show up. I have to prove myself to people that don't want to see me, even if I'm never going to be seen anyway. And you actually had to face this, especially with the swan. You were guided to, I'm always drawn to this card because swans can represent counterparts, where this is a mirrored image. You were intuitively guided to someone that would challenge your perception of something that you thought was a given in this world. Something where you were forced to change and see this perspective from a different situation. I was getting the example of, if you don't believe that there are any altruistic people in this world, and then you come across someone with that same level of thinking, but you get to know them, you feel them out, and then you see that actually this person's really selfless, and what I thought never existed in this world actually does exist. And that this was a bit of a mirror to you, that this was sort of what you were presenting to others when you presented to miserable people of, look, you don't think good people exist, but here I am, that kind of thing. And they chose not to see you anyway, and you choosing to see this other person as the good-hearted person that they are, even though you may have not believed that they existed, proves that your perception is a choice, and that these people were choosing to perceive you in a negative light, that they were making that choice. They were choosing to hold on to a negative view of you, which means that you can never prove yourself, you can never win, essentially. But you being that person, that change that you needed to see in the world, proves that there are people that will see you in your light, that could have preconceived notions about how the world is and still receive you with an open mind and an open heart, and be willing to have their perception changed, where these people were not interested in changing their perception. They just wanted to confirm the world and be right. They were more concerned about being right than they were about finding the change that they say they wish to see, that they don't actually. So you unbinding yourself from this is causing a lot of celebration in your home life, your foundations, but also how you feel about yourself, this sort of creative divine spark, this passion. For a lot of you, this is also going to impact your finances. 444 on my timer, so that's some stability, especially with this Four of Embers card here. So this is saying that a lot of whatever you felt you had was being mirrored back to you, that you had to prove yourself, that kind of thing, that you're unbinding yourself from, has actually been holding you down a little bit, like financially or self-worth wise. So this is saying that you will be stepping into a time of self-worth, and then like a lot of passion, a lot of creativity that is going to impact your stability, your home life. This is solid foundations. These are both celebratory cards as well. So this is like a little win, and this is an even bigger win. So this is about to be like compounding wins in beauty that you're about to see in your life, just from simply unbinding yourself from this tether to trying to prove yourself to people that don't even want to see you anyway, that they didn't want to see you to begin with. You could waste your whole life trying to prove yourself to people that actively choose not to see you, and unbinding yourself from this is going to push you onto a much happier path, one with a lot of celebration, one with a lot of happiness, and one with a lot of people like you, while also this is the ability to stand on your own 2 feet. So if you've been manifesting any kind of money or stability, this is also housing stability, that kind of thing. So if you've been looking for any kind of stability in your life, this is all going to roll in for you in this next chapter of your life, simply because you've unbound yourself from this thing that was draining your energy. That's how much this was draining your energy. So this is a huge cause for celebration. So congratulations. If you want any more information either on this reading or something else, you can head to the link tree on my page, and make sure you grab a raffle ticket while you're there. Our newest round has opened, and we will have our next winner in about 2 weeks. Thanks, guys.